Last year in Algebra 2, we learned about this number called e. It's an irrational number, kind of like pi. We know that pi is 3.14 and it keeps going and going. So e is similar to that. It's the number 2.71828, blah, blah, blah. It keeps going and going. And it shows up in things that are growing exponentially, but like in natural growth. So we're going to see a lot of applications of this over the chapter, but you need to know that E is about 2.7. There's a button on your calculator for E. It is above the natural log function. So it's over on the left-hand side of your calculator. There's a button that says ln. It's right above that. So E is called the natural base, and the function y equals e to the x is called the natural exponential function. Now, this is an exponential growth graph. So the graph of e to the x, it's going to go through 0, 1, and it's going to grow exponentially. It's steeper than the function 2 to the x, but not quite as steep as 3 to the x because e is in between 2 and 3. All right, so what I want you to do is try out on your calculator. I want you to do, we're going to evaluate this, e to the x. So in your calculator, you're going to do e to the 0.3. When you push that button in your calculator, it automatically assumes that you want to raise e to a power because that's what we're almost always doing. So double check that you can find that button and you should get 1.350. Now try e to the negative 1.2. You should get 0.301. And then e to the 6.2, and you should get 492.749. All right, the last thing we want to do is sketch a graph of this just by setting up a table of values. Now, we already know that the graph of e it's some sort of exponential growth, okay? So this should look something like this. Now we've got some dilations happening to it, which is fine. So we're going to plug in just our normal -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So when you put this into your calculator, you're going to do 5 times e, and then your calculator automatically assumes you want to raise it to a power, and it starts parentheses for you, which is great. You're going to do 0.17 times -2. Okay, that's what you're putting into your calculator. That's a multiplication. And that's a 1. It's getting hard to see here. And you should get right around 3.6. Okay, to plug in the next one, you're going to do 5 times e. It's going to start your parentheses, so you'll do 0.17 times -1. And when you do that, you should get 4.2. I'm just going to fill out the rest of these. I've already done them all. Okay, so -2, 3.6. -1, 4.2. I feel like I graphed that one wrong. Hang on a second. Okay, -2, 3.6. -1, 4.2. 0, 5. 1, 5.9, and 2, 7. Yeah, and you can see that is some exponential growth there. It's going to look like that.